From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Superdome in New Orleans. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw.
There's Chris Olave. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Come on. Check mash.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Kamara will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Robinson up the middle.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now you look at this Saints defense.
And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Kamara try the right side.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Go, Reed, go. Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Out to his left.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to Kamara running right.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Kamara up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Going quickly here to Thomas. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 5. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.